Yo, do you know that not all heroes wear capes? These are roofers and they risk their life every day to roof people's houses. Shout out to them and shout out to men at work.
There's a royal banner.
Yo, welcome back. We are here again. We saw all of us here again. So we're going to make a natural fiber container, and this is what you need. You need a box. This was just an Amazon box we had. You need a container. This was my deep conditioner container. You need a fiber rope. You need glue gun. One that works though. You need scissors. So rough-handed. And then you need the grace of God because anything can happen in a DIY. You get me? Starting off, I plugged my extension in the garage and extended that outside. If you don't have that, you can just do this inside. I like doing my DIY outside because I like the fresh air and the sunshine. Oh, and then I don't have to be bothered about backdrop because nature is its own backdrop. Haha, God they create, shall safely plug the heat gun and then you leave it to heat up because then it will melt the glue and ready for use when you want to use it. Then you got the box. You can cut the box to any size you want. What I'm using this thing for, I need it shorter than the length of the box right now, so that's why I just drew a line and cut it. Eyeball it or you can measure it. Me, I'm just eyeballing it because I cannot be stressed. You measure it and then you just cut it down to the size that you want it to be.
King, the faint and foe shall die, and the saints shall march away. Marching on and on, marching on and on, for Christ count everything but loss, for the King of Kings will toil and sleep beneath the banner on the cross.
Right, so this is the size that I want it to be. Now I'm just gluing around the whole sides of the box so it's intact. You might not need to do this if you have a plastic box that's already together or if your carton is already intact. This one I have is all over the place. It's scatter carton. So I need to do this. Also, I forgot to mention this is something you need glue sticks, duh, because you have a glue gun. A small packet of glue sticks like this is fine. I didn't use a whole packet, so this worked fine. 30 count. The next step is to unravel your rope. Everything I got and where I got it from will be in the description box below. Unravel this rope wisely, guys, because if you don't unravel it wisely, it will mess you up.
Shall claim his own.
Now I'm just gluing the rope around the whole box. When you put the glue down, you put the rope down immediately. You do not want the glue to harden like the hearts of the Pharisees. You don't want that. So I'm doing that for the whole box and just watch.
Beneath the banner on the cross, when the great commander from the vaulted sky sounds the resurrection day. Then before our King the faint and foe shall die, and the saints shall march away. Marching on and on, marching on and on, for Christ count everything but loss, for the
So here's what I'm doing up close and personal because some of us might be long or such or short-sighted. No shade though, but it be thin sometimes.
cross. There's a royal banner given.
Now I'm just gluing the corners. How I do it is I glue one side of the corner, press the rope down, and then glue the other side. It's easier on the bend that way because the rope is kind of stiff, so it helps it bend better.
Marching on and on, marching on.
Okay, so now it's time to cut the rope. Thankfully, where it ends is where it began. So plan it that way, where you end it is where you begin it. And I'm gluing the ends inside so you don't see it because whatever I'm putting inside the box is going to cover up that end.
Over land and sea where
So here's how it looks. I think it looks good. It's alright. It looks cool. Please remember, it's still carton, so don't put it inside water. If not, it don't be for you.
banner now the storyteller
Alright, so on to the next one.
shall claim his own. Marching on and on, marching on and on, for
Do you see me struggling? Do you see me struggling? Listen, this container is so slippery. It was ridiculous. I was scared that the hot glue wouldn't stay, that the rope wouldn't stay, but it did though. It did hold well, so that's good. A way you can combat this slipperiness is by sanding down the container first and then you start your project. We had sandpaper in the house, so we had sanding block, but you see, for me to get up and go and get it, let us just say that did not happen. I just glued it the way I glued the box, y'all, so nothing different. Alright, so it's time to cut the umbilical cord. Bogum. I've cut it. So, like I did the box, I glued the end inside, and interestingly enough, this end ended where it began, where the first rope began. So that's pretty cool. So I glue it inside, and no one will see it. And we are done. Here's how it looks. You can still see some of the dried glues. I say glue on it. So you just cut that off and it's fine.
Lifted up today, while his ransomed ones we see.
Now I'm just going to trim it. I've been they do hair. I used to do hair. Now I'm made. So just trim out the edges if you don't like the rough look. I don't really send either way, but you can do that or not. Okay, we are done, yo. You know what time it is? B-roll. This is the warm up to the B-roll. Boom.
Lord shall claim his own, marching on and on, marching on and on. For Christ count everything but loss, for the King of Kings will toil and sing beneath the banner on the cross. When the great commander from the vaulted sky sounds the resurrection day, then before our King the faint and foe shall die, and the saints shall march away, marching on and on, marching on and on. For Christ count everything but loss, for the King of Kings will toil and sing beneath the banner on the cross.
Alright, yo, that's it. Thank you for watching. If you're a DIY like me, thrifting, or you're into the things I'm into, please let me know. I would like to collaborate with you. Send me an email in this email address and we'll see what we can work out. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye.
Banner on the cross.